Africa's strongest foundation, now giving money. The leaders of the great union, now giving money. As long as we live forever, as it was Ghana and Guinea,
As family, friends, and colleagues gather today to celebrate Dr. Akwasi Aidoo's 75th birthday, we reflect on a life defined by philanthropy, creative expression, integrity, resilience, and an unwavering passion for humanity. His journey embodies the spirit of a true Pan-Africanist whose impact spans generations.
Akwasi, this song belongs to you.
Currently serving as a senior fellow at Humanity United, Dr. Aidoo previously held the distinguished role of founding executive director of Trust Africa, an institution committed to advancing equitable development, social justice, movement building, and democracy across the African continent. You have always been a brother, mentor, and inspiration, says Ibrahim Assal, executive director of Trust Africa, as he extends warm birthday wishes to Dr. Aidoo.
For me, a privilege and an honor to be following you on your footsteps as the executive director of Trust Africa now. You were the founding executive director. You sort of set it up and built it along with the board and the friends of Trust Africa over the years. So I took over and trying to add a few bricks to the wall, in a sense. But I think you have done so much for so many people around. You've seeded a lot of organizations, and some of which are now great Pan-African networks and great institutions. You've impacted positively on the lives of so many people that, we just can say one thing, and that is thank you. To say thank you for everything that you have brought, for the good that you've been doing and you continue doing to the world, for having been around and for continuing to inspire and support people and organizations all around. You're a great Pan-Africanist, you've been a great leader, and you've given a chance to so many people to get the best out of themselves and to shine in the areas where they are.
A friendship and brotherhood spreading over 20 years, Dr. Bekinkosi Moyo expresses his gratitude for the partnership over the years.
I met Akwasi about 17 years ago in a meeting that was organized by the Ford Foundation in Uganda in the Jinja area. Akwasi was traveling across the continent then, trying to establish what then became Trust Africa through the Special Initiative for Africa. I then joined Akwasi in 2007 when I worked as a research fellow at Trust Africa, later to become a head of programs. I got to know Akwasi very, very well during that period, and I want to share a couple of features that I've come to use for my own life. The first is that Akwasi is a great storyteller. He is a poet. He loves music. He loves the arts. And I've come to learn that in telling our stories in philanthropy, more so in African philanthropy, storytelling really gives us the impact that our work does on communities. Thank you, Akwasi, for giving us the art of telling our stories in an African way.
Colleague and longtime friend Tade Aina shares his gratitude and recalls fond memories with Dr. Aidoo during their time in Dakar in the early 1990s.
This is wishing you very many happy returns on your birthday, and to thank you and congratulate you for the person you've been, your generosity of spirit, your jokes and humor, your conviviality, and your commitment to Africa and to all of us, your friends, and to humanity. You are truly a gift to all of us. You made my life different when I first arrived in Dakar.
Dr. Aidoo's distinguished career includes leadership roles such as Head of the Health Sciences Program at the International Development Research Center for West and Central Africa, Director of the Ford Foundation offices in Senegal and Nigeria, and Director of the Ford Foundation Special Initiative for Africa. Friend and colleague Emira Woods offers prayers and heartfelt wishes as she recounts their shared experiences.
This is Emira Woods saying happy birthday to the phenomenal, incomparable Akwasi Aidoo. I first had the honor of working with Akwasi way back in the early 1990s when I was at Oxfam America and Akwasi was at Ford. And together with Mark Randazzo and Yeshika and a bunch of others, we were honored to do complementary grant making, social justice lifting up, support for human rights organizations in Senegal and West Africa. And really from the moment I met Dr. Aidoo, I thought, oh, he's got the wisdom of the ancestors. He's got the strategic visioning of a leader positioning institutions for today and the future. And he's got not only the heart of a poet, but the laugh that engages you because he comes with all of himself.
Dr. Aidoo currently serves on the boards of several major international organizations, including Human Rights Watch, the International Development Research Center, and the Center on African Philanthropy and Social Investment at Wits Business School. World-renowned singer and Pan-Africanist Baba Mal also joins in with birthday wishes and praises to mark Dr. Aidoo's special day.
My friend Akwasi Aidoo, myself and your band, our band, Dandelignol, the voice of the people, your musicians, all of us together, we are wishing you a happy birthday. Like we say in Wolof, bis bu dellu si moo neex in Senegal, joyeux anniversaire in French. And I want to join all our friends to really celebrate all the things that you have been doing for people, for the planet, for humanity. You have been an inspiration for many, many people, and we need you to stay very long time with us on this planet. Happy birthday. Bés bu dellu si moo neex. Joyeux anniversaire. And we want to celebrate you more and more and more and more.
Dr. Aidoo has long believed that music, art, and poetry are the blood brothers of philanthropy. Here, Brad Smith reflects on his relationship with him.
I remember fondly great memories of all the time we spent together in meetings in New York, in London, in Addis, and everywhere else we could imagine, to try to create the safe space for Trust Africa to be conceived, created, launched, and to be the success that it's been.
Friends and former colleagues speak with admiration as they highlight Dr. Aidoo's remarkable achievements and contributions over the years.
I'm delighted to be with you to celebrate an extraordinary, inimitable leader, my friend Akwasi Aidoo, from his days at the Ford Foundation to his time as leader of Trust Africa. He has led with courage, bravery, boldness. We salute him and thank him for all that he has done for Africa, for the world. Congratulations, Akwasi.
He has a Mandela-like quality of great humility, coupled with an understanding of and willingness to wield his own great power. I witnessed this, Akwasi shrugging off adversity and insult and focusing on what we must achieve for the great benefit of others. Here is a man who volunteered for Mkonto and danced to drum beats in Senegal in celebration of the liberation of Zimbabwe. Here is a man whose belief in the wisdom of the rural farmer led him to co-found Frau and later Trust Africa in celebration of her talents. Quintessential mentor, purveyor of poems and proverbs, great family man, for which we thank Aisha and we thank your wonderful sons. One of the fiercest defenders of African values and African publishing through Per Ankh. Brother Akwasi, for me personally, you've been that wise friend that I can call, even from a different time zone, in the middle of the night, to express doubts and fears, and to receive great strategic advice and fantastic solidarity in return.
Akwasi, I am so sorry not to be with you in Ghana today. Happy birthday, my brother. Really, I feel you're like a brother. We've worked alongside each other. I've learned so much from you. And I could be saying all sorts of predictable things about the work you did at Ford and the work you did at Trust Africa and the work you've done with Humanity International. I want to just actually focus on your sense of humor. The last time we met, you were telling me one joke after another, and I have seriously missed our almost weekly conversations when we were together, trying to build and then maintain Trust Africa.
Family and loved ones that you have spread around the world. And I just want to thank you for everything that you are. You are a seeker of knowledge. You are a weaver of relationships and social connections. And you are a poet. You are a lover of the spoken and the written word, of song, poem, story, you name it. Thank you for the gifts that you have brought to us and that you will continue to bring to us. I am so excited for you during this time and wish you the happiest of birthdays.
Hi, Akwasi. I just wanted to say congratulations and happy birthday. It's so wonderful to see you being celebrated in Ghana, your homeland. And I am so privileged to work with you over a number of years. And you've just had a remarkable impact on the field of philanthropy, on people across the sector. I can't tell you how many times I've been in a meeting and told someone that I was from Humanity United, and the first question I would get is, do you know Akwasi? Do you work with Akwasi? So you clearly touched a number of hearts and minds in your illustrious career, and I'm glad you're being recognized, celebrated. I can't wait to wish you happy birthday in person when you're back in the States. But until then, hope you have a wonderful celebration and happy birthday again. Take care.
It's been a true pleasure to work with Akwasi. I don't think this is the end of that process of working with him, but just a new beginning. And excited that people are celebrating not only what you've accomplished, Akwasi, but the brighter, fairer world that you've always insisted is possible and that you've always urged us to create. So congratulations, and I will see you soon.
Akwasi, thank you so much for your wisdom, for your leadership, and how you've poured into so many of us. We will absolutely miss everything about you. Wishing you absolute joy and ease in this next chapter of your life.
Then you come up with acronym, or in this case, what we'll call aquanyms, and you break down everything that was being said into a word, and you get to the core of it all these ideas. And I love the fact that you have all of this wisdom and experience and knowledge, but yet you always take the time to let everyone speak, to not guide the conversation, to recognize the power within us all, and to take a moment to give us that time to reflect on it and bring us something beautiful at the end. So just like in life and just like in your work, you take time, you watch, you listen, you learn, and you create something beautiful. And that's what I love about you. So happy birthday. Again, wish I could be there, but with much love and respect Take care.
Akwasi, happy birthday and many congratulations. You are an incredible human being. You are an inspiration, you are a mentor, you are a visionary. The work that you have done to platform the African continent and to platform people from the African continent is unparalleled. Many of us are here today, and many people in this room are where they are today because of your vision and because of your mentorship. I know I personally am grateful for all that you've done to help make sure that I am where I am. Whether it's a phone call, whether it's an email, whether it's advice, you are never stingy with this. You are constantly asking, how can I help you? And saying my name in rooms that I don't even know exist.
When I travel with you, Akwasi, I often feel like I'm in an alternative universe where everyone comes up to you and calls you Uncle Akwasi, and we are connected by 1 degree of separation from everyone on the globe. Whether we're in South Sudan at the Rainbow Hotel in Juba, where the staff recognize you by name, or whether we're in rooms with heads of state, people say Uncle Akwasi and are drawn to you with your warmth and your energy. And then you're so generous in making connections between people and in bringing everyone together into your beautiful orbit. Then there's your connection of ideas. You have such an amazing ability to connect wisdom with art and creativity, to help imagine a future of peace, a future where generations are connected, and where we can bridge divides we didn't know were possible. And finally, there's a connector of hearts. You have such a deep gift for friendship and the ability to connect on such a human level with compassion, with empathy. And that kind of friendship in a fractured and polarized world is so precious and such a gift and something that I treasure. So Akwasi, I love you. I feel so lucky to know you. And I just join the world in celebrating you today. Thank you.
Akwasi also played a very key role in shaping our work on engagement with the African Union. Humanity United, an organization based in Washington, D.C., with no offices on the continent, we deeply, deeply relied on Akwasi's network, Akwasi's knowledge in really shaping how that work would look like, in really ensuring where is it that we channel most of our resources and energy, and also supporting us in identifying which Pan-African organizations that we would work with. Because now if you look at our work with engagement with the African Union, there's really been such growth. We are now known as a thought partner on influencing work at the regional level. And all that is to Akwasi. And those who know Akwasi, I always say Akwasi is Akwasi Connect, Akwasi Network, Akwasi Mover, Akwasi Weaver. When you ask Akwasi, do you know the number for this president, or do you know this president? Akwasi will be like, oh, yes, I do. Let me share. Let me send you an email. Indeed, Akwasi is Akwasi Connect. So Akwasi, I want to say thank you. Webalenyo, Awadifo, Asante. And from me and my family, I want to wish you a happy, happy birthday. Happy birthday, Akwasi.
Senegalese sociologist Dr. Maremma Touré Cham describes Dr. Aidoo as the Kwame Nkrumah of her generation and a true Pan-Africanist at heart.
A visionary thinker, a committed Pan-Africanist, and an exceptional philanthropist. Throughout your life, you have worked tirelessly for a united, prosperous Africa standing tall among the nations of the world. Your actions, guided by justice, solidarity, and human dignity, have inspired generations of leaders, creators, and builders across the continent. May your journey continue to illuminate our collective path toward a stronger, more confident Africa, resolutely looking to the future.
It's your birthday. Fantastic. Happy, happy birthday. A very special birthday, too. But I just want to tell you how not only do I wish you a happy birthday, but I thank you for all the fantastic work you did at the Ford Foundation afterwards, not just Trust Africa, but many, many other things. And also what a wonderful friend you were to me. You know, being the president of the foundation can be a lonely job, and you were always a good friend and someone who talked to me honestly about what you thought. And finally, I have to say that your book of poetry that you gave me a couple of years ago is one of the few books I really treasure. I read a lot, but I can't keep all the books I read, and I just pass them along to somebody else. But your book of poems I keep, and I read them a lot. They give me strength, they give me wisdom, they make me laugh, they make me feel good, and they make me think harder. And that's really what you did in so many ways at the Ford Foundation. So you're a through and through wonderful pal and a good friend and a great professional. Thank you so much, and happy birthday.
Former friends and colleagues at the Ford Foundation also share messages on how Dr. Aidoo has made an impact on their lives. Close relatives also join in to celebrate Dr. Akwasi Aidoo by sharing heartfelt messages of love and appreciation.
Hey Dad, happy birthday. I hope that all the messages that you're about to hear and the ones you've already heard have captured the amounts of love that all these people hold for you. The impact you've had on all of our lives, and honestly the world as a whole, has been monumental. And I, just like everyone else who took part, want nothing more than the enjoyment and celebration of and for you today. You've given me a wonderful childhood, brimming with laughter and fulfilling memories from across the world. And for that in of itself, I will always be grateful. You've shown me by example the caliber of a leader and a hero and what it means to be a man. And I don't know if you know this or if I told you before, but growing up, some of my friends used to call you the wise man of Africa. It's a title that would fill me with pride whenever I heard them say it. I remember the times we used to wrestle when I was a child, the small talks we used to have when I started to get older and a little bit more curious, and the words of advice that you would impart on me and my friends whenever we were all together. Looking back on these memories has often helped me through difficult situations, both back then and now in my adult life.
I've been asked to say a few words, but not too much, and to focus on your professional side. So, although I could say a lot, I will do what you often do and just choose 3 words to describe you. The first is integrity. Doing the right thing, or the principled thing, even when nobody knows whether or not you've done it, even when you might not benefit from the consequences or even suffer from the consequences. So an example is when you were working on a special initiative for Africa, you determined that it was not credible and sustainable for the director of what became Trust Africa to be earning the same amount as a program officer from a large, well-endowed US foundation. So we discussed this problem since it affected the family directly, and you decided that you would take a significant pay cut. One example of your integrity. Second word is supportive. You go above and beyond to reach out and support other people, to offer help, to offer advice, to offer an understanding ear or shoulder, to offer access to resources, to opportunities and recommendations, on occasion to opening our purse, our family home as necessary. Especially in the early days of the establishment of Baobab for Women's Human Rights, when we saw how you supported your grantees, we used to lament that it was unfortunate for Baobab that you and I were married, because in order to avoid conflict of interest issues, you couldn't be our program officer and we had to be managed from New York. But we really envied your grantees for the support that you gave them. And the third word I've chosen today is steadfast. It seems as if the world around us is just getting worse and worse. Levels of public corruption at the top are increasing. Relative poverty is increasing. The polarization of wealth is horrendous. There's injustices and abuses of human rights egregiously. There's the rolling back of hard-fought and hard-won legal rights, legal gains, progressive policies, genocide. But you remain steadfast in your faith and your belief that if we just keep working on it, things will get better. And you justify that with reminding us of the long arc of historical struggles, including overcoming setbacks once again and again and again, which is tremendously encouraging when we feel like giving up. So thank you for being you, Akwasi. Happy birthday.
You've been victimized and